Good evening, everyone. How are you this evening? I'm a little tired. I've been rushing all day. Today is, excuse me, I'm sorry. Today is a beautiful, wonderful day for me. I'm excited. I'm at Motor City Casino and Hotel, about to celebrate 25 years of employment with the Detroit Medical Center. So I thought, I don't have much time and I want to get ready. I want to put on some makeup and I am attempting to decrease the amount of time that I spend putting on makeup in the mornings just to go to work. So I say, well, let me get ready with you today and have you follow and just see what my routine is. So what I'm going to do first, I just noticed that I have some glue on my baby hairs from a wig that I've been wearing this week. So I want to get that glue out of my hair. I'm not going to use glue tonight when I put on my wig. I have an elastic strap in the back of the wig and that kind of secures it. So that's what I'm going to be using tonight. I think it's out. Guys, I apologize. I had to run to my purse, which I left in the room, to get my brush while my hair was still a little bit damp. There's still a little bit of glue, but I'm not going to worry about it. I plan on washing and deep conditioning my hair this weekend. Uh, Looking for my stocking cap. Oh, here it is. Okay. So I'm just going to put my stocking cap on to hold everything down in place. And secure that. Just pull it back a little teeny bit. There we go. I should say that this day, it started out well. I left the house. I needed to go get my glasses tightened because they slip off my face a lot. So I did that. I put gas in the car. And then I decided to go get my eyebrows done. Why can't they just follow what's already there? And I guess it's kind of my fault because I had the perfect amount of eyebrows, the perfect arch, and it just needed to be cleaned up. And now they're very skinny. And I have a round face. So I'm going to have to do something with these eyebrows to make them more pronounced. So I guess I'll start there. I'm going to pull out my eye drawer, and I have two pencils here. One of the pencils is a MAC pencil. It's actually a MAC lip pencil in the color chestnut, but I kind of like it even on my eyebrows. And I should have brought my sharpener, so I won't be able to use very much of that. And then I have another pencil, and it's rich black, and I've had it for a while. I can't tell who it's by. Probably Jordana. That's just how long I've had it. But it's reasonably priced. The Jordana is. The MAC pencils cost a whole lot more. So when I get home, I will resharpen this and have it ready for the next trip. And I had my hand on the sharpener. Why didn't I bring it? I'm going to pause because it's going to take a little bit to do these eyebrows, and then I'll come back when the eyebrows are done. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm back. I am not a professional, but I would say that these eyebrows look a lot better. I would say it probably took me maybe 2 minutes for each eye. I did mix the chestnut by MAC and the black by Jordana together. And then I kind of combed my eyebrows up first. And after I got them in the position that I wanted them to be in, I came back with the color, and then I used the brush portion and I kind of like massaged it into my skin. So now my eyebrows stand out a little bit more. So now what I'm going to do is kind of put a little bit of concealer on the eyebrow area and just a little bit, just to kind of clean up. Then again, on this side, I'm just going to go very lightly. And that'll kind of make your eyebrows kind of pop a little bit. Now I'm going to use my damp beauty blender and I'm going to pull that down towards the lid. Clean it up. And you can go above the eyelid as well, but I'm sorry, not eyelid, above the eyebrow as well. But to me, it seems like when you do that, the eyebrows are floating on top of your face. And I just want more of a subtle look. Okay. All right. Got that done. Now what I'm going to do, let's put my glasses down. I am going to prime my face. I found, and this is by e.l.f. This is something else totally inexpensive. You don't have to spend a lot of money. But I get it because it's an illuminating primer and it has like these little specks of gold. I'm going to put a little bit on my finger. This is the color of it, the primer. Around my nose. And I'm really going to put it where my glasses sit. Okay. Going to rub this in. It really looks like it has gold in it. My face has like a golden yellow, well not yellow, like a golden cast to it. But I want to get this on and let it sit. I need a little bit more for the forehead area. And the primer, what it does is to help cover pores in your skin and allows your makeup to go on more smoothly and without a lot of creasing. And as we age, ladies, we do begin to crease. I think I've noticed it more in the last maybe 2 years, uh, just before I turned 60, than I have ever before. And And I'm going to use a lot of these people's white towels tonight, but I'm going to be respectful. I'm not going to get them full of makeup because I'm at their house and I wouldn't want anyone coming to my house messing up my towels. Okay, so we got that done. So what I want to do next is put a little bit of primer on my eyelids for shadow. And it kind of helps your shadow to stay in place and not to crease. I'm just going to use a little. I don't even know if I'm going to use a lot of shadow tonight. I don't know if I want a more natural look or if I want a little bit of color. And this primer for the eyelids is by Elf as well. I'm going to take my baby finger and smooth that in over my eyelids and I'll use this baby finger. And then I'll allow this to dry or set. Okay, maybe a little bit more on this side. Just a little bit. Okay. When you use your primers, you do want to allow them a little time to adhere. You don't want to go right in with your colors. Oh, that's dry already, so I can't rub that anymore. Okay. Face prime, eyes primed, brows done. We're on the way. So I'll put that back for now. And what do I want to do next? I think I want to set just the primer on my eyelids. Just a little bit. And for this, I'm using the Luxury Powder by Ben Nye. Now, this one is expensive. This small container is in the $20 range, but it takes just a small amount. So I'm tapping it off the brush into the sink that's here for me. I'm just going to go quickly across my eyelid and let that sit. Now everything should last me all night. I'll set that down. And next. Okay, and I left off, I apologize. I had to run back into my room and find yet another item that I had forgotten about. Next, I'm going to be applying my foundation. This foundation is by Avon, and the color, let me grab my glasses. The color of this is sable. Okay, so it matches pretty closely to my skin tone. And this by Avon is just their flawless look. It's called Idea Flawless. And it also has a sunscreen in it. So this is what I used during the summer. And we're going into October now. And I'll probably use the foundation that I have by Clinique. That's a little bit lighter than this one for the winter time. So I'm going to do a few pumps and dot it on. And I know when you look on the screen, it looks completely different from my skin tone. But you'll see in the end, it does really blend in beautifully. Okay. Now I was going to use my brush, but I think I'm going to use the Beauty Blender instead. It's dampened. And I'm just going to press this into my skin. And I'm trying to do this quickly, but also in real time. Because remember from the beginning, I was supposed to be timing myself. If I were at home, it would be a lot different because everything would be in place at home. But since I'm at the hotel and casino, it's really different. This is really pretty on my skin. I know it probably looks off hue to you guys at home, but trust me, it's blending in so gorgeous. Make sure I get my hairline. And this foundation, I would say, is given like a medium coverage. I don't think it's um, full coverage at all. I'm going to say it's like a medium coverage. Okay. And I want to make sure I have under my chin going towards my neck so that there's no lines. Okay, nice, smooth, even. All right, now to follow that, I'm going to use, I had it out. Oh, here it is. This is a concealer and corrector that I'm going to use like where my glasses sit. I'll put just a tap there. This is a whole lot lighter than my foundation, but I really feel like I need it in this area where my glasses sit at. And then I'll go back to this concealer. And I don't know if I mentioned before, this is the LA Pro, and this is in the color Fawn. I'm going to put a little bit of this up under my eye for the dark circles there. Just squeeze a little bit more up, and I apologize. It's a little bit different when you're older and you need to wear glasses, but you can't have glasses on and put makeup on at the same time. This I'm going to bring down a little bit further to really make sure I get those dark circles up under the eye. And also, I'll put a tap here and a tap here. And also on the forehead. And down the nose, just a little bit. And again, I think this time, instead of the beauty blender, I'm going to use my brush and blend this down. So I'll be sure not to have any lines. And then up under the eye, blend that out. Towards the temple. Just make sure that it's blended well and that you don't have any lines and it kind of blends in with your foundation. I'll tap this in on the forehead and then I'll blend out. And being very careful around those eyebrows that it took a few minutes to get on. Eyebrows that I already had before I went to get them done. Okay, so I think I have my base. I think this is what takes me so long in the morning, is making sure that there is no lines. Okay, got that done. Now, what I want to do is bake with the Benign Luxury Setting Powder. And I'm just tapping a small amount into the cap of the container. Then that way you're not wasteful. And I'm going to use this small brush here. Get some, then I'm going to tap it off. And I'm going to go in the same places where my glasses sit. This side. I see the powder kind of flying. Let me tap that off a little bit more. There we go. And this doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm not a professional. I'm just here with you guys, showing you some of the things that I do to get ready. Come down here and put a little bit on the forehead. I see it falling. These are the places that I really shine. And when you bake, you want to bake at least close to 10 minutes or longer if you have it. I don't have that long. If you have extra powder, I just set it to the side in the morning so I can use it the following day. But since I'm not home, I'm going to actually blend it in with a container of loose powder that I have. I'm just going to tap it in. It's going to blend well. Then that way you don't waste it. Like I said, this Benign Luxury Setting Powder will set you back at least $20 unless you find it on sale. So this is just some loose powder that I have. How I get this loose powder is that I mix my summer powder and my winter powders together, the last bit that is in the container, and I depot it and I just put it in an old container. Like this is an Avon container. with like a deep dark powder that I had years ago, and I love it. And they don't sell it like this anymore, but the container was still great to hold powders in. So I'm just going to set that to the side. Now I need to decide what I'm going to do in terms of eyes. And let me check my time. The reception for the award starts at 6. It's 5:30. So I'm going to have to speed it up. We're going to be real natural. I think what I'm just going to do is put on some lashes, some eyeliner, and maybe do like a quick smoky eye with some browns and beiges. And then I have a lipstick combination lip gloss duo. And this is something by LA Colors. It's a lip duo. And my plan was to review this with you guys one day coming soon. And it might be tonight. I hope that this is well pigmented, because if you have like a neutral eye, it looks very good if you have a lip that really pops. So this vibe is kind of between a grape and a wine, pinky kind of looking. But the color is beautiful in the tube. I'm not sure how it's going to look when I put it on, because everything is not pigmented the same. Okay, so let's see. I like the LA Colors in terms of the eyeshadows. Those are pigmented well. I have a palette here, and it's BEP 423 Trendy. And it's a 12 color eyeshadow palette by LA Colors. I use this palette a lot. So for today, since I'm going to go towards the natural look, I'll probably be using maybe this one on the lid, and maybe the chocolate looking one in the crease, and my transitional color from the concealer up under the eyebrows, I'll probably use this one here. So in this range here, I'll be working to go with a more natural look. So let me set this up. Okay, I have everything set up now for the eyeshadow application. I don't use brushes really well to apply eyeshadow. I prefer the little sponge that comes in the eyeshadow to apply the color, and then I can go back in with a brush, a professional brush, to blend it. So I'm going to start with the transitional color right under the eyebrow, and I'm going to get that on. And I selected this one here, and it kind of looks caramel, whichever way you say that. And that transitions well under the concealer. And it doesn't look like I have a lot on, but I do. But that's the trick in transitioning. You want it to be very subtle. Okay. Now I'm going to do the color for my lid. And I'm going to go with the one that's right under the transition color. That's pretty. Very natural look. That's nice. Okay, and I'm going to do my crease last. Right in between the transitional color. I'm sorry, and that's the deeper one. This one here in the crease. To give you that smoky look. Very subtle. Get that into the crease really well. Now, I'll go back with the brush. Oh, we're learning together. Wrong brush. That was from the finishing powder. Let's clean that up. And I'll go on an angle and knock that powder off. And this just cleans everything up. Right on an angle. From here to the tip of the eyebrow. From here to the tip of the eyebrow. To clean up that powder. And I think to get it to look a little bit more smoky, I am going to go in with this gray one. I don't necessarily want the black. I'm going to go in with the gray and come in halfway of the eyelid. Just halfway. And kind of blend that together with that chocolate. Halfway on the eyelid and blend with the chocolate. Just a little bit of the gray. Yep, just a little bit. Yep, it's not like tonight's event is a big party club type event. Like I said, I'm receiving a pin for 25 years of service. So I don't want to have a really pronounced looking eyeshadow. Just something to make it look, just give you a little bit of wow factor. How does that look? I think it's come together. I know I look crazy with this luxury powder on my nose. Yeah, just blend that in. Push it into the skin. And it will stay, especially since I took the time to prime my eyelids. Okay, we're coming right along. I need to kind of speed this up. Okay, I think that I have baked long enough. So what I have now by Black Radiance is a finishing powder called milk chocolate. This is brand new. I don't know why today, of all days, I wanted to try something brand new, but that's what I'm going to use to knock this powder off and bring this look together. So I'm going to hold this over the sink, and the powder comes right up. It's in the sink. Okay, I'm going to tap it, and I'll start here just to see what I'm working with. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, yeah. You see that? Mm-hmm. This this finishing powder is nice. I've never used Black Radiance products before. And this was not real expensive. I got it from Myers, so that should let you know that this is an affordable product. I know that it was under $10. I'm not sure if it was on sale or the regular price. I want to say it was the regular price. Okay, now I'm going to brush these freckles of luxury powder off my nose and brush the setting powder off of my cheeks. Bam, it's coming together. Last place, forehead. I'm going to take this up, trying to stay away from my eyebrows. I definitely don't want to spend any more time with those. And I'm going to go back towards my hairline. Mm, ooh la la. Oh, guess what? And it's Sweetest Day. I don't know if you have Sweetest Day in your state, but in the state of Michigan, it is Sweetest Day. It's sweetest, like the sweetest thing ever. Um, and that's in addition to Valentine's Day. We do celebrate Valentine's Day in Michigan, but Sweetest Day, I want to say, came about because of a candy company that used to be in the Detroit area called Sanders Candy Company. And I believe at one point around this time, sales might have been lagging and they decided to have a sale on their chocolates. They made chocolates. And they decided to have a sale on the chocolates before the holidays, and they just came up with the name Sweetest Day, and it stuck around. And still to this day, in the state of Michigan, because of the Sanders Candy Company, we celebrate Sweetest Day. And it's like Valentine's Day. You see a lot of vendors on the street selling teddy bears, boxes of candy, cologne. A lot of the men will say, well, Sweetest Day is for men. Women have Valentine's Day. Not true. If you love someone, you celebrate it all the time. I'm sorry, I have to go back. I forgot all about up under my nose. This chocolate is the bomb. Not regular chocolate, milk chocolate. Okay, so we got the eyes going on. Sweetest day. Okay, now I'm not going to contour tonight. I think I'm just going to do a little blush and a little highlighter. So this blush is sentimental to me. This blush belonged to my mother, whom I lost last year. It's a brick color, uh, Radiance Blush by Florrie Roberts. I don't even know if Florrie Roberts is still in business, but back in the 70s and 80s, they were the bomb diggity. My mom didn't wear a lot of makeup. I don't know how old this blush is, but I've been using it just about every time I go out and get ready. This blush, this color brick, I can put some on my brush, and whatever I put on my brush will last me at least maybe 3 applications. So I have to be very gentle with it. So instead of contouring, I'm just going to do a little bit of blush right on the top of the cheeks. And then I'm going to go right around the top of the forehead, like on the sides, just like how you would contour, to give some depth to your face. Because once you put on the finishing powder, after you've applied the foundation, the face is kind of flat. And so the blush gives you a little bit of lift. I think I put a little bit right here on my chin, just a little bit. I don't follow any rules. I follow what it's coming together and looking like. Um, like I said, I'm not a professional, but I just love makeup. I've always liked makeup. Okay, so I have some glitter here that my sister shared with me years ago. And it's so pigmented that you don't have to use a lot of it. So I'm going to use my fan brush and just run it ever so lightly. And I have the glitter pushed to one side. What I'm picking up, it's not glitter, it's powder. What I'm picking up is what's on this clearer side of the container. Just the residue on the bottom is enough of this particular color to highlight. I'm going to tap that off, and I'm going to go on top of the blush. Back. You see that? Oh, yeah. And then I'm going to flip it and go on the other side on this cheek. And just add a little shimmer. I want to shimmer tonight. Oh, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, see that? Shimmer. And I think I'm going to go and put a little on the nose, a little bit on the Cupid's bow, and a little bit there. And then I'll take my finishing brush and just tap that in, go across the nose and down the bridge. And like I said, I'm not contouring tonight, just highlighting, and then just tap that in. I think this is a very subtle, natural look. Okay, let me cover up this powder. I do not want it to spill. I've had it for so long. Next, I'm going to come in and do eyeliner. And I use leave it at home. I use Avon Glimmer Sticks. This cannot be beat in terms of your eyeliner. This is very pigmented. It just takes a small amount to kind of get that eye to pop. Bam, see the difference? This side, just a little. Make sure that that's kind of even. It's making my hazel colored eyes so dreamy. Okay, now I just need my lashes. So I'm going to pause and come back because I need to put the glue on them. The glue needs to set and get tacky, then the process is so much simpler. Never try to put on lashes without the glue being tacky because you could potentially get glue in your eyes. But before I do that, I just need to do one other thing. I do need to put on, where's my small brush? I'm sorry guys, it's so different when you're not at home and you're looking for stuff and you can't find it. Oh, here it is. I need to add a little bit of pop to my tear duct. And what I mean by that is just putting a lighter color here at the tear duct so that it makes your eyes, they open up so much more. So this is a completely different palette. And I'm going to choose this white. I'm going to go with the white. Just a tap. And we're going to put that on the tear duct, inner tear duct. And I'm going to come this way with it. Make a little bit more product. And then here. And that really opens up the eye. And you don't actually put it in your tear duct. You go right on the outside of it. A little bit more. I don't know what my time is. I've been with you guys almost 45 minutes. I'm going to do this in an hour. Then from there, I'm going to get to a half an hour. Okay, I've got that there. I want to take my brush now and kind of just blend that a little bit. So, here we go. Just takes a little bit, just the smallest amount will really open up the eye. Another trick you could do to open up the eye is to put the same color that you put on your lid right up under the eyeliner, and that opens up the eye as well. But I'm not going to do that tonight. I just want like a really simple, natural look. And I'm going to pause now to put my glue on my lashes, and I'll be right back. Guys, I apologize. I had to hurry up and throw the lashes on. I didn't realize, just like when I'm getting ready for work, that I had spent way too much time. But I did want to come back and share this lipstick and lip gloss duo with you from LA Colors. And it's a color called Vibe. Isn't that pretty? So I'm going to try this. I'm hoping that it is really pigmented, I hope. Mm, okay. Okay. And I decided to do the lipstick because it's always more pigmented than lip gloss. I know I'm going to have to put a couple of coats on to get it deep. Has a lot of shine. This is not bad. It feels moisturizing. Mm. Oh, vibe is not bad. LA Colors Lip Duo. Guess how much? $2. Get you one, girl. Okay, time is running out. I'm going to come back later and attach some pictures after I get fully dressed. But I think that I have a pretty fair makeup job for 1 hour's time is what it took about to get everything done. It would have been probably shorter if I was at home and not at the hotel and running to get this, that, and the third. So now I'm gonna put on my wig. This wig is by Dream Beauty. I sewed the elastic band in it so that I don't have to use glue. So excuse me for 1 second while I push back and get this on. And I'm wearing a middle part. So let me pull this back and get this situated. It's still a little damp. I washed it and deep conditioned it this morning. So I don't think I need any moisture. It's pretty. Okay, now let me just get my front together. How do I look? Pull it back just a little bit. Did bring a little bit of leave-in conditioner. I'm not going to use anything since I just washed and conditioned it. I don't want to get it sticky, so I just use a little bit of that just for my bang area, my curve in. Bam, bam. Not bad. Okay. I have to be able to see. My signature caviar glasses. These curls are popping, and they're so soft and so moist. I'll have to share with you later what I did to define the curls in this lace front. This is a lace front. This is not a 360. Splat my top a little bit where it's sticking up. Okay, what can I say? Pretty picture. What do you think? Okay, I had fun with you guys. I gotta hurry up and put on my dress and get down to the ballroom. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, or if you just had fun watching me be crazy, please like the video, support, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a neighbor. I appreciate you all. Have a good evening. Happy Sweetest Day.